Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the Prebid conference of various projects under the regional office and also under the Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. To start with, may I call on Engineer Milisandi Andaya to lead us in prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. The name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for the gift of life. We ask for your presence and guidance as we have our Prebid conference for various infrastructure projects of the regional office and Iloilo 3rd DO. We pray that you provide us with great wisdom as we discuss our projects today. For this we ask in Jesus' name, amen. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Sandy. I hereby declare this Prebid conference this afternoon to be in order. This is being live streamed through the YouTube channel account of DPWH Regional Office 6. May I request everyone present to please turn your cellular phones in silent mode as we go on with our proceedings this afternoon. I would like to call on again Engineer Sandy Andaya to do the roll call.
To determine if we are in quorum, we shall have a roll call. Please say present here if your name is called. Back Chairperson, Engineer Marilu G. Zamora. Back Chairperson, Attorney Mary Grace Mulakinya. Back Regular Member, Engineer Gladwin D. Ledesma. Back Provisional Member, Engineer Ricardo R. Gutierrez.
Present.
Engineer Arnold G. Santos, and Engineer Roland Renier Victorino.
The observers have been duly notified in writing, but they are not present this afternoon. So we will now proceed with the presence of the 4 members of the Bids and Words Committee. There exists a quorum, so we will now proceed with the Prebid conference of the following projects. Under the regional office, we have the Kalibo Circumferential Road, Makato-Lezo section in Aklan, under contract ID 25. G0040, contract ID 25 G00041, construction of flood mitigation structure along Aklan River, package 4, Kalibo, Aklan, contract ID 25 G0042, Marcos Bridge along Mandurriao-Sn, Miguel-Alimodian-Maasin, Cabatuan Road, contract ID 25 G0043, construction of the river control structure along Suage River in Pototan, Iloilo, package 6, Passi. Then contract ID 25 G0044, Passi Bypass Road, Iloilo, contract ID 25 G0045, Panay East-West Road, Iloilo, package 1, and contract ID 25 G0043. This is the Bacolod Negros Occidental Economic Highway, Binose Section 1, Victoria City, Negros Occidental. We will also have the Prebid conference for the following projects under the Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. We have contract ID 25 GH0032, construction completion of the multi-purpose building, Barangay ALMEñana, Elementary School in LEMERY, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0033, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, AJUY, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0034, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Nasidman, AJUY, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0035, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Igbon, Concepcion, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0036, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Kalaigang, San Rafael, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0037, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Tanduyan, AJUY, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0038, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Bagakay, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0039, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Dapdapan, LEMERY, Iloilo. Contract ID 25GH0040, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Ninyo, Concepcion, Iloilo. And contract ID 25GH0041, construction completion of the multipurpose building, Barangay Agnaga, Concepcion, Iloilo. The technical working group will now present the data of these projects. Please go ahead.
For contract ID number 25GH0032, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay ALMEÑANA Elementary School, ALMEÑANA, LEMERY, Iloilo. Location, Barangay ALMEñana Elementary School, ALMEñana, LEMERY, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding Source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 1,980,000 pesos. Scope of works, completion of multipurpose building, including 3 layers, bleacher with roofing, both sides, canopy, repainting, steel and concrete, 100mm thick concrete slab overlay for the gym, 75mm thick concrete slab overlay for the stage, gutter with downspout for gym and canopy, and electrical works. For contract duration, 100 calendar days. For the major or similar category of works, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, 1 project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, 1 mugger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 carpet vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0033, construction completion, multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, AJUY, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Poblacion, AJUY, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding Source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. For the scope of works, construction of two-story multi-purpose building including structural, electrical, finishing works, painting works, plumbing or sanitary works, and electrical works. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar work. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1, one safety officer, and one foreman. For the list of key equipment units, one bagger mixer, one bar cutter, one bar bender, 2 welding machine, one cutting outfit, one generator set, 2 concrete vibrator, and 1 jackhammer. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0034, construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Lasidman, AJUY, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Lasidman, AJUY, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. For the scope of works, construction of 15-meter by 20-meter multi-purpose building, including earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, painting works for steel, and roofing works 15-meter by 15-meter. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1, one safety officer, and one foreman. For the list of key equipment units, one plate compactor, 2 bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0035, construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Igboan, Concepcion, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Igboan, Concepcion, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. For the scope of works, completion of 15-meter by 25-meter multi-purpose building. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, comfort frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, one bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 1 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, 2 comfort vibrator, and 1 jackhammer. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0036, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Calaigang, San Rafael, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Calaigang, San Rafael, Iloilo. Implementing office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. For the scope of works, construction of 10 meter by 14 meter multi-purpose building. Work includes earthworks, structural works, roofing works, steel works, architectural works, carpentry works, painting works, plumbing works, and electrical works. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, comfort frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, comfort frame, cast in place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, comfort frame, cast in place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, comfort frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, comfort frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, comfort frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, for major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, comfort frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, 2 bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, 2 comfort vibrator, 1 backhoe, 1 jackhammer, 1 air compressor, 1 dump truck, and 1 payloader. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0037, contract name, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Tanduyan, AJUY, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Tanduyan, AJUY, Iloilo. Implementing office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. Scope of works, construction of 15 meter by 20 meter multi-purpose building, including earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, painting works for steel, and roofing works. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, comfort frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, comfort frame, cast in place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, comfort frame, cast in place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, comfort frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, comfort frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, comfort frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, comfort frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, 1 backhoe, 2 dump truck, 1 plate compactor, 2 bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0038, construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Bagakay, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Bagakay, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Implementing office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. Scope of works, construction of 50-meter by 20-meter multi-purpose building, including earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing works, painting works for steel, and roofing works. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier not applicable. List of key personnel. 1 project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, 1 backhoe, 2 dump truck, 1 plate compactor, 2 1-bar mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0039, contract name, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Dakdapan, LEMERY, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Dakdapan, LEMERY, Iloilo. Implementing office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. Scope of works, construction of 15-meter by 20-meter multi-purpose building. Work includes excavation, structural works, masonry works, and painting works for steel and masonry. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, 1 project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. For the list of key equipment units, 2 1-bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0040, construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Nino, Concepcion, Iloilo. Location, Barangay Nino, Concepcion, Iloilo. Implementing office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. Scope of works, construction of 14-meter by 25-meter multi-purpose building, including earthworks, plain and concrete works, finishing works, roof framing, roofing and painting works for masonry and steel. Contract duration, 105 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast and place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast and place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. For the list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1, one safety officer, and one foreman. For the list of key equipment units, one jackhammer, one backhoe, one dump truck, one plate compactor, 2 one-bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 2 welding machine, 2 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25GH0041, construction completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay ALMEÑANA, Construction, Iloilo. Location, Barangay ALMEñANA, Construction, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH, Iloilo 3rd District Engineering Office. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 1,980,000 pesos. For the scope of works, completion of 18-meter by 20-meter multi-purpose building, including painting works, existing trusses, purlins, columns, and beams. 16.8-meter, 3-layer bleachers with roofing works, 20-meter, 2-layer bleachers, gutter with downspout, and electrical works including 4 sets of 200 watts high bay LED lights. Contract duration, 100 calendar days. For the major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast and place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, cast and place piles. Buildings, construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise, concrete frame, driven piles. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise, concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier, major category of works, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier, not applicable. The list of key personnel, one project manager should have a minimum 5 years of total work experience and a minimum 5 years of experience in similar works. The same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer 1, one safety officer, and one foreman. For the list of key equipment units, one plate compactor, one bagger mixer, one bar cutter, one bar bender, 2 welding machine, 1 cutting outfit, 1 generator set, and 2 concrete vibrator. Please take note of the capacity. For the list of key personnel for classification PE2, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion pesos. For PE1, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 150 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion pesos. For provisional project engineer, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 100 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 500 million pesos. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects, subject to the following limits of assignment. For Section 17 of the data sheet, only authorized liaison officers whose name appears on the contractor's registration certificate with the presentation of his or her ID duly issued by its construction firm shall be allowed to purchase and submit or drop bidding documents. For the schedules, deadline for submission of clarification, November 15, 2024. For the deadline of submission of bids, November 26, 2024. Number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy for technical and financial envelope of each bid. Place of submission of bids, Bidding Room, DPWH, Regional Office 6, Fort San Pedro, Iloilo City.
For contract ID number 25G00040, contract name, Kalibo Circumferential Road, Makato-Lezo, Section, Aklan. Location, Lezo, Aklan. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 6. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 48,250,000 pesos. Scope of works, widening of 3.35 meter wide PCCP with slope protection, sidewalk, drainage, and solar LED roadway lighting space at 30 meter on both sides. Contract duration 201 calendar days. Major category of works: roads construction PCCP. Similar categories of works: roads rehabilitation PCCP, roads construction tunnel PCCP. Example qualifier must have completed reconstruction and reblocking, including base course covering 50% of the item of work of the project, may include airport runways, taxiways, and aprons. List of key personnel: one project manager should have 5 million years of total work experience and 5 million years of experience in similar works. Same one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. List of key equipment units: one applicator machine, one backhoe, one joint sealer machine, one backhoe wheel type, one boom truck, one bulldozer, one cargo truck delivery truck, one cargo truck, one concrete feeder, two concrete elevator, two dump truck, one milling machine, one motorized road grader, one bundle mixer, one payloader, one plate compactor, one reductor roller, two water chocolate pump, one welding machine, and two transit mixer. For contract ID number 25G00041, contract name, construction applied mitigation structure along Aklan River, Package 4, Kalibo, Aklan. Location, Kalibo, Aklan. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 6. Funding source, FY 2025 and NEP. Approved budget for the contract, 125,450,000 pesos. Scope of works, Part A, Facility Survey Engineer. Part B, Other General Requirements. Volume 2, Part E, Surface Courses. Part H, Miscellaneous Structures. Volume 3, Part D, Reinforced Concrete. Part L, Flood and River Control and Drainage. Contract duration, 348 calendar days. Major category of works: flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example given, revetment, retaining structures, alignment. Similar categories of works: roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example given, revetment, retaining structures, alignment. Flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, flood control, hydraulics dam. Example qualifier: bidder must have completed at least one contract that is similar to the following works among others: concrete revetment, gabion revetment, wire net, stone masonry, retaining wall or flood wall, routed deep drop, geosynthetics. Number 2, similar slope protection works with at least 50% of the item of work of the project. List of key personnel: one project manager should have 5 million years of total work experience and 5 million years of experience in similar works. Same with one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. List of key equipment units: one backhoe wheel type, one boom truck, one bulldozer, one cargo truck, two concrete elevator, two dump truck, one generator set, one motorized road grader, one bagger mixer, one payloader, one plate compactor, one truck mounted crane, one reverser roller, one rebel hammer, one welding machine electric driven, and one water chocolate pump. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 25G00042, rehabilitation and major repair of the permanent bridges, Imelda Bridge, along Mandurriao-Sn, Cabatuan Road. Location, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Implementing Office, DPWH Regional Office 6. Funding source, FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 31,845,000 pesos. Scope of works: installation of asphaltic plug joints and carbon fiber sheet on deck slab, application of epoxy injection and epoxy coating on crack and carbon fiber plates, waterproofing on deck slab liquid, applied and patching on honeycomb and tier 3, lightings and thermoplastic pavement, contract duration 163 calendar days. Major category of works, bridges, rehabilitation, concrete superstructure without tiles. Similar categories of works, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with driven tiles, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place tiles, bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure with driven tiles, bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure with cast-in-place tiles, bridges, construction concrete, bridges, rehabilitation concrete, bridges, rehabilitation with board tiles, bridges, construction with board tiles, bridges, rehabilitation retrofitting. Example, firefighter, not applicable. Recent key personnel, one project manager should have 5 minimum years of total work experience and 5 minimum years of experience in similar works, say with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. List of key equipment units, 1 air compressor, 1 cargo truck or delivery truck, 2 electric shipping hammer, 1 epoxy injection pump or gun, 1 generator set, 2 hand drill, 1 industrial vacuum cleaner, 1 welding machine, gas or diesel driven. For contract ID number 25G00043, contract name construction of river control structure along Suage River in Pototan, Iloilo, package 6, location Pototan, Iloilo, implementing office DPWH Regional Office 6, funding source FY 2025, National Expenditure Program, approved budget for the contract 145,715,000 pesos. Scope of works, Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Volume 2, Part C, earthworks, Part B, salaries and base course, Part E, service courses, Part H, miscellaneous structures, Volume 3, Part C, earthworks, Part D, reinforced concrete, Part I, protective works and accessories, Part L, flood and river control and drainage. Contract duration, 355 calendar days. Major category of works, flood control, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example given, revetment, retaining structures, warning. Similar categories of works, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures, example given, revetment, retaining structures, warning. Flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, flood control, hydraulics, dam. Example qualifier, bidder must have completed at least 1 contract that is similar to the following works among others: concrete revetment, traveling revetment, wire net, stone masonry, retaining wall or flat wall, grouted rooftop, geosynthetic, similar slope protection works with at least 50% of the item of work of the project. List of key personnel, 1 project manager should have 5 minimum years of total work experience and 5 minimum years of experience in similar works, same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. List of key equipment units, 1 backhoe, 1 backhoe with breaker, 1 backhoe wheel type, 1 boom truck, 1 bulldozer, 1 cargo truck, 2 complete elevator, 2 crawler crane, 2 dump truck, 1 generator set, 1 motorized road grader, 1 rubber mixer, 1 payloader, 1 plate compactor, 1 truck mounted crane, 1 truck mounted crane, 1 vibrator roller, 1 vibro hammer, 1 welding machine electric driven, 1 water truck with pump. For contract ID number 25G00044, contract name Passi Bypass Road, Iloilo, location Passi City, Iloilo, implementing office DPWH Regional Office 6, funding source FY 2025 National Expenditure Program, approved budget for the contract 61,500,000 pesos. Scope of works, road opening of 2.06096 lane kilometer, including UNH slope protection, improvement of intersection Passi to Garita Road and Passi Bypass. Contract duration 181 calendar days. Major category of works, roads, construction, gravel. Similar categories of works, roads, construction, asphalt, roads, construction, PCCP, roads, rehabilitation, asphalt, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, roads, rehabilitation, gravel. Example qualifier, not applicable. List of key personnel, 1 project manager should have 5 minimum years of total work experience and 5 minimum years of experience in similar works, same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. List of key equipment units: 1 bar bender, single phase, 1 bar cutter, 3 phase, 32 mm, 1 backhoe, 1 backhoe wheel set, 1 cargo truck, 1 complete saw, 1 complete speeder, 2 complete vibrator, 2 dump truck, 1 bagger mixer, 1 motorized road grader, 1 plate compactor, 1 vibrator roller, 1 water chocolate pump, and 1 Jones sealer machine. For contract ID number 25G00045, contract name Panay East West Road, Iloilo Package 1, location Mandurriao, Iloilo, implementing office DPWH Regional Office 6, funding source FY 2025 National Expenditure Program, approved budget for the contract 120,625,000 pesos. Scope of works: construction of 3,055 meter, 6.70 meter wide Portland cement concrete pavement. Contract duration 287 calendar days. Major category of works: roads construction PCCP, similar categories of works: roads rehabilitation PCCP, roads construction tunnel PCCP. Example qualifier: must have completed reconstruction and reblocking, including base course covering 50% of the item of work of the project, may include airport runways, taxiways, and aprons. List of key personnel: 1 project manager should have 5 million years of total work experience and 5 million years of experience in similar works. Same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. List of key equipment units: 1 applicator machine, 1 backhoe, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 backhoe, 1 bulldozer, 1 cargo truck, 1 complete speeder, 2 complete vibrator, 2 dump truck, 1 kneading machine, 1 motorized road grader, 1 payloader, 1 plate compactor, 1 vibrator roller, 2 water chocolate pump, 1 water machine, and 2 transit mixer. For contract ID number 25G00046, contract name Bacolod Negros Occidental Economic Highway, Section 1, Victoria City, Negros Occidental. Location: Victoria City, Negros Occidental. Implementing office: DPWH Regional Office 6. Funding source: FY 2025 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract 115,708,695 pesos and 64 centavos. Scope of works: Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, salaries and base course. Part E, surface courses. Part Q, unit and slope attachment structures. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Contract duration 323 calendar days. Major category of works: roads construction PCCP. Similar categories of works: roads rehabilitation PCCP, roads construction tunnel PCCP. Example qualifier: leader must have completed reconstruction and reblocking, including base course covering 50% of the item of work of the project, may include airport runways, taxiways, and aprons. List of key personnel: 1 project manager should have 5 million years of total work experience and 5 million years of experience in similar works. Same with 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. List of key equipment units: 1 applicator machine, 1 backhoe, 1 boom truck, 1 bulldozer, 1 cargo truck, 1 complete speeder, 2 complete vibrator, 2 dump truck, 1 kneading machine, 1 motorized road grader, 1 bagger mixer, 1 payloader, 1 plate compactor, 1 vibrator roller, 1 water chocolate pump, and 1 joint sealer machine. List of classification: PE2, limiting assignments, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion. PE1, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 150 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion pesos. Professional project engineer, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 100 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 500 million. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects, subject to the following limits of assignment. Section 17 of the data sheet: only authorized licensed officers whose name appears on the contractor's registration certificate with the presentation of his or her ID duly signed by its construction firm shall be allowed to purchase and submit or drop bidding documents. Schedules: deadline for submission of clarification, November 15, 2024. Deadline for submission of bids, November 26, 2024. Number of copies of a proposal: 1 original copy, technical and financial envelope of its bid. Place of submission of bids, bidding room, DPWH Regional Office 6, Port San Pedro, Iloilo City.
have Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per GPPB Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules with certificate of acceptance. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period, or original copy of notarized bill securing declaration and project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. List of contractors' minimum material testing equipment as per DO11 Series of 2017. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and, if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. For Class B documents or for joint venture, valid joint venture agreement, and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, so here are the contents of a second envelope or financial proposal. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and cash flow by quarter. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin, and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, and late submission of bid. We also have failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledge is to be leased or purchased. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Unsatisfactory CPES rating. Here are the common errors in the submission of bids. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, the Board of Secretaries Certificate and Board Resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. For partnership, as indicated in the Articles of Partnership. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. For the bid security validity period, it's 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft guarantee or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security for the mentioned items, not less than percentage of the ABC, is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5%. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. So here are the following factors to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. So for completeness, no price in required item, non-responsive, indicating a 0 or a dash, read to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, words prevail. For total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified. For post-qualification, verification, validation, and ascertainment of statements made and documents submitted, we have the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For technical requirements, we have key personal minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state the complete technical description of the pledged equipment in a specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security as per DO number 58, series of 2012. For technical requirements, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per conditions at the term of inspection. DO number 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, bid price proposal, and NFCC. So here are the notes on the personal and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, or technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded to the contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Also, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded in a contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. So for the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period. Subcontracting is not allowed.
So that ends our Prebid conference for today. The meeting called for this purpose is hereby adjourned. Thank you.